Good afternoon. I am Vanessa Thomas with the 4 o'clock news on the street, 919 FM, and online Facebook and YouTube. In the headlines, governments to address the rising cost of animal feed. RBC announces interest rates adjustments. And internationally, Sri Lanka's central bank governor submits resignation amid a crisis. And now the news in detail. Government is moving to address the rising cost of animal feed, which is now driving up the price of eggs. This as egg farmers are now warning that the latest price increase, which took effect yesterday, will not be the last. Farmers say it is time this country addresses its dependency on imported feed materials. Over the weekend, it was announced that due to rising cost of animal feed and freight and operation costs, the price of eggs has increased. Farmers are saying consumers may now pay at least $2 more per dozen. In other news, RBC Bank Trinidad and Tobago has advised its clients that due to a recent change in the United States Federal Reserve interest rate, the US dollar prime interest rate will increase from 3.25% per annum to 3.5% per annum. The changes will take effect on April 25th, 2022. The adjustment comes as a result of a vote by U.S. Federal Reserve officials last week Wednesday to increase interest rates. 6 more increases are expected by year's end as part of an effort to slow inflation, which is at its highest levels in the United States in over 4 decades. Officials say they expect to lift the rate to nearly 2% by the end of this year to a level slightly higher than the level seen before rates were brought down to a near zero after the pandemic hit the U.S. economy 2 years ago. Meanwhile, the Central Bank of TNT has decided not to increase the repo rate and therefore keep the interest it charges commercial banks at 3.5%. In its quarterly monetary policy report, the central bank said the Monetary Policy Committee had agreed to maintain the repo rate at 3.5%, and the bank will continue to carefully monitor and analyze international and domestic developments and prospects. A central bank report noted that the Monetary Policy Committee considered the increasing weight of external factors on current and short-term developments in Trinidad and Tobago. There has been speculation that the central bank would raise interest rates in line with increasing rates internationally, but so far the bank has resisted. However, according to the latest monetary policy report, core inflation, which excludes food items, remains steady at around 3%, but it warned that indications are that imported inflation will continue to push up local prices of food and other items in the coming months. Internationally, the governor of Sri Lanka's central bank says he has submitted his resignation as the country faces its worst economic crisis in decades. The announcement came after all of the country's cabinet ministers resigned. Angry protesters have also been calling for the country's prime minister and president to step down. A severe shortage of foreign currency has left the government unable to pay for essential imports, including fuel. Sri Lanka's population of some 22 million people is suffering from its most serious economic crisis since independence from the UK in 1948. And that was the 4 o'clock news on the street, 919 FM, and online Facebook and YouTube. Recapping the headlines, government to address the rising cost of animal feed. RBC announces interest rates adjustments, and internationally, Sri Lanka's central bank governor submits resignation amid crisis. Do enjoy your afternoon and continue to be safe. I am Vanessa Thomas. Miss Aisha Wells, the Queen of Talk. She's up next.
From the street. News from the street. 919fm.com.
Shh. We told people to share their best secrets and we would share ours. Listen, I hate surprises, so my first dates are always on the beach.
Some secrets are too good to keep. Like the secret recipe box with 2 pieces of chicken and 1 regular fries for $30. Get yours now, only at KFC.
Well. Are you ready for that boat experience again? The Sea Champion and the Embassy say, book with us for that unforgettable unforgettable boat ride experience. Sea Champion boarding at Kings Wharf, San Fernando, and the Embassy boarding at Breakfast Shed, Port of Spain, or Westside Trinidad. For more information, call 399-5959, 281-4723, and 299-4227, or email us at Coral Vision.